Ooh, another Tundra. Look at that splash screen. Welcome back to another Age of Mythology 1v1. We have, in the left side of the map, a blue player playing as Hades. Ooh, it's a nice portrait. Playing as Hades, so we'll see the Sentinels come up eventually. It begins by scouting, a good start. On the other side of the map, we have, guess what? Another Hades player. This one with the new skin, or, you know, the newish, the one that came with the game. Playing as Hades, starting off by killing his deer. I already don't like it. Yikes. I hate seeing that, to be honest. Anyways, it's just a waste of food. Regardless. Both players starting off, gathering their food and gold. Pretty normal stuff. Let's take a look at some of the relics. Right here on the left-hand side, we have infantry attacks ignite enemies, dealing fire damage over time. 3 seconds of fire damage, huh? Crazy. That's an interesting relic. I've never actually seen that one. Another relic here in the middle, we have ranged soldiers have more hit points by 10%. I mean, ranged soldiers don't usually take damage, but in case they ever do, 10% stronger is actually a nice boon. We have over here by the Timberwolves some increases the hack and pierce armor of soldiers trained at fortress type buildings. Alright, saw this relic last game. I mean, probably low on the priority list. 5% the hack and pierce, you know, makes them 5% stronger. Kind of bad, but anyways, on the right hand side, closer to pink, we have villagers farm faster. Gather work rate from farms plus 10%. That can be useful. Everybody has to go farms eventually, right? That'd be a good economic relic to pick up. You know, sometimes you don't use a relic, but ones like that you just want to pick up because it's just a positive gain, an economic gain. 10% can be a lot if a lot of your economy is on farms. It's an extra farm for every 10. Just some casual scouting. Let's see. Purple hat, or is that purple or is that like pink? I think there's an actual purple that's darker than this. And this is pink. Anyways, pink has found blue's base. And blue has seen purples. Or pinks. I like this scouting strategy. He goes down to the corners. Hits every corner, and then he just has to scout in the middle. Interesting. Interesting. I've never quite seen that. Already I like blue more than pink. Looks like he's got an economic lead as well, but pink is going straight to the classic age, age 2. So blue right under the TC. Not gonna take any damage. Oh, look at that. He's got a relic. Infantry igniting enemies. That was the far relic, too. Wasn't that one over here? Saw that one straight forward, but he did not put it away. Interesting. Minotaur takes out a lot of the scout's health, but he secures it and then brings back other relics. Is that really his plan? It's very interesting. Keeping up his ranged soldiers. Does this mean melee infantry specifically? reaching H2. His Minotaur of his own. Flying in with the Pegasus, scout out the base. Blue has grabbed a relic. Increases the strength of his fortress soldiers. There's just one relic left that nobody's picked up. Probably the best one on the map. I want to see what this ignite thing does. Does it actually show an animate? Does they actually like light on fire? We'll see if any blues units catch on fire while they're fighting. We have Achilles coming out. He'll grab that farming relic. Blue building an archery range and an academy. Thinking about a military production. Pink has not built any. Oh, he's starting to now. He's putting down 2 barracks, or 2 military academies and 2 archery ranges. But both players like to have a varied army here. Ajax taking out the Pegasus. Beautiful. That man has an arm. He was just hucking spears up at it. That was crazy. Blue has upgraded his towers. And he still has Sentinel, of course, so... Blue has built a second town center. I'm sorry. Yeah, blue. This is blue. Pink scouted it out. Yep. Well, he knows there's an archery range there. I don't know if he knows about the TC. He must be guessing it is, though. Production is there, but not a whole lot of military coming out of either player, it seems like. Pink's just got his heroes. He's built a spearman, a hoplite. And he's building 3 stables. Thinking about going cavalry then. As Hades, you have boosts to your archers, right? So both players have archer boosts, but will both players want to go archers is the question. Or will either player? Because that means the enemy if the enemy's gonna go archers, then you're just gonna build cavalry to defend it, right? It's a Hades that knows that the other player's Hades, so there's gonna be some mind games to be played with your army composition. Maybe that's why he built the 3 stables. He knows he's gonna need some cavalry to take out any Toxotes. Pink does build some Toxotes. Pink's gonna try some raiding as well. No, I don't think Blue saw that. This pink got awfully close to those villagers. Possibly within line of sight. Pink's going around. Gonna go under the TC. Taking some damage. Sees an opportunity to attack some villagers. Goes for it. Takes one down. 2 down. 3 down. And now he should run away. 3 villagers down and takes out a... loses one horse out of it. 1 Hippias. Going in on these villagers as well. Not the best idea because there's spearmen here and they're going to annihilate your horses. He did take out a villager, but he lost another Hippias, and he's got very low health on the rest of them. Loses another Hippias. Saw that coming. As soon as Blue realized he was right next to it. Took it out. We got Toxitates here, though. The Hippias go in and die immediately. These are under some Toxitates. These ones are going to melt the Hoplitates. There we go. Blue wasn't watching his army, and now he lost it. It looks like they do light on fire. And I think the archers were doing it too. Could be wrong. Pink starts building a second town center. Blue's building walls to protect himself. He doesn't want any more raids coming from Pink from the sides. Pink building a fortress with a second temple. Strange, he doesn't have a lot of favor, but maybe he's thinking about it. Is he going to play with some more myth units? He does have a mana core already out. I thought that was a chimera. Chimeras look different though. This is clearly a manticore, you can tell by the face. As opposed to a chimera which has a lion's head. I don't know, whatever. Well, a chimera is actually a mixture of like 3 creatures, right? It's a mythological unit that's like a lion mixed with a goat mixed with a snake or something. Manticore is just a beast. Such a beast, man. Such a physical beast. He is building more, so he's thinking about myth units. Let's see, Blue has a small composition of his own. He also has Manticore with a Minotaur. He is upgrading his units though. He has 4 Toxitae. And he's getting upgrades for his Hoplitates that he doesn't have. He's getting Hoplite upgrades before building the Hoplitates. Ooh, Pink could take him out if he knew. He knows that's it. That's the whole army. He could take it out pretty easy. And he should. You beat the enemy down, and then you keep them down. You don't want to lose units, right? But if your army's bigger than theirs, and you manage to take out their army again, it's a huge fight for Pink, who's going to lose everything. And even if Pink can't finish him off, he zeroed him. He's brought him down to nothing again. Heroes go down quickly. Blue trying to build a fortress to protect himself. I think Pink's got this game. Pink's got a varied army. He knows when to attack. Blue never can build a military big enough, fast enough. Now he's relying on trickle units. Cultists who are going to do no damage to the siege. And are going to get destroyed by the Manticore. Not much he can really do. Who's building or trying to fix up his TC, but it goes down. Sentinels go down quickly to the siege. Oh, look at that. Disgusting. Pink definitely in the winning situation at this point. Blue does have an economy, though. Maybe he can do something. What he would want to do is, while the enemy's distracted, try to build up a small army, like back here, and then use them all at once. But I don't see him recovering from this, especially if he trickles units like this. There we go. You want to run back and defend where you have the most advantage, which is under the TC. But I get it. These Petroboluses are gonna give you a shorter time to defend yourself. That's for sure. But Blue's holding out. Been going in for the TC. Blue is building ranged units against the enemy army. Not gonna be able to take out the Petrobolus. Pink using restoration, blue using restoration. Manticores are melting the enemy. And blue's final town center goes down. Is this where he gives up? Got a lot to deal with. And he calls it. It was a nice try. Good defense by blue. I liked him at the beginning, but Pink was definitely the more experienced player. He knew how to use his army well. And he took advantage of opportunities. When blue was weak, Pink went in. That's what it takes to win the game. Identifying the advantage and executing when you have the advantage, right? That's time to do it. All right. Pink with the higher score. Only an age 3 game. That's pretty normal. And Pink just had the bigger military the whole time. Blue never really spiked in his military. He would only build up to like maybe a, like 500 resource military. Or what is this? This tells you exactly, right? 1,500 resources. He only had a 1,500 resource army. While Pink was doubling it. Just had a much larger army at the end. Take a look at their villagers. Blue was winning economically, and I think he was the first to a second TC as well. Maybe that's what did him in. He was focusing too much on economy. He wasn't able to build up proper amount of units, and Pink took advantage of it. Pink won the game by building a bigger military. That's how you win it. All right, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can leave a comment, provide feedback. That'd be great. But above all else, just remember to stay awesome out there. Seriously. Bye-bye.